It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We're at Vivint Smart Home Arena in downtown Salt Lake City. Tonight, it'll be the Utah Jazz playing host to the LA Clippers. Jay, we talk about it all the time. The coaches in this league, who best puts their players in a position to shine? And now I give you Quinn Snyder.
I remember Quinn Snyder, after an ugly loss to Atlanta last year, really made some changes to their system. And here's the thing I love about Quinn Snyder. He recruited me when I was 15 and 16 years old. He was an assistant coach at Duke. The way he spoke to me really got me to buy in. He taught me that it was about being part of something bigger than yourself.
Oh, ferocious slam inside.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Across the timeline, it's Conley. He'll run the offense to Gobert. The pass taken away by the Clippers.
Pick up that sense of urgency. Here's a chance to break the tie.
Strong finish for Paul George.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Mitchell with the basketball. They trail by 2. Knocked loose. Clippers have it.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know just like I know you're not getting back on D.
Ah, the monster stuff.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Mitchell with it up top. 8-2 our score. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Leonard to George. Shot from the lane won't go.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Beverly into the front court. Up by 3. Trying to cash in. Knocks it down from mid-range.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Mitchell with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Layup goes down. Well done.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
To Joe Ingles. And abuses the rim with the slam.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
To Leonard. Rudy Gobert swats it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Conley stuffs it down with authority.
For any fans out there that thought Donovan Mitchell didn't put any stock into the fact that he was not the Rookie of the Year, you are wrong. Donovan Mitchell is that type of guy that uses everything in his power to fuel him to be the best on the court each and every day. If that was a campaign he built with Adidas, rookie question mark, it doesn't matter. That perceived failure is something that will only make this kid better tomorrow.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Into the game for the Los Angeles Clippers, number 23, Louis Williams.
Conley. Mitchell to the basket, but he can't get it to go.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high up the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
To Beverly. Now a whistle and a timeout for Utah as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game. Conley missed his first. That one goes.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Donovan Mitchell with the rock. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Conley into the front court. They can get a 2-for-1 if they play this right. Mitchell, his first effort off the mark. Has a chance. Hand in his face. Still hits. You don't see that very often.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Jazz will take a timeout. They'll need their best free throw shooters on the floor, as well as a design play for the inbounds. Conley cleans it up. George, guarded by Green. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Paul George. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. We're through one at Vivint Smart Home Arena with the Jazz on top. Jay and I back with more after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. Second quarter set to begin. Some impressive shooting numbers. Jay, is that good offense, or is it, dare we say, bad defense?
If anything on this game, Ed, you have to expect the unexpected. When players have range that extend outside the gymnasium, oh, we're going to get a chance to watch something special.
To Gobert. Fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
The eyes of the shooter say everything. His eyes pretty much said, are you sure you want to give me the ball here?
Leonard, down low to Williams. To Leonard. 4-3, and Kawhi Leonard. Good on the quick release there.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down?
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
Leonard. That's good D. Shot no good. Cashes in for two.
That boy's living his best life.
To Leonard. Short jumper won't go down. Williams into the front court. They're down 3. Whistle blows. It's an 8-second violation. Changes coming from both sides right now.
For LA, number 13, Paul George. Entering the game for Utah, number 45.
Leonard to Williams. Leonard. Bogdanovich with the rebound. Bad pass there. Clippers have it. George lets it fly, unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next-level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Rudy Gobert. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with the special cohesiveness.
8-second violation. It's going the other way.
Utah.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor.
Number 22, Maurice Harkless. And number 20.
George smothering D. To Conley. Fires the 3, and Mike Conley at his size gets it away quickly and knocks it down from beyond the arc.
And I don't know why the defense continues to help on guys that drive. Make them take shots over your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving three-point shooters open on the perimeter.
Beverly. It's rebounded by Gobert. Great feed. And the basket good at the rim.
When things click, they click. That's good offense right there.
George to Harkless. Rudy Gobert sends it away.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Conley. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Clippers have the basketball. It's PG for 2. The jumper's off the mark. On the follow. Way to stay with it. Now a whistle and a timeout for Utah as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter.
Everything about our team. Turn to page 15 in today's game program for the latest trivia question and submit your answer on the team website. One lucky winner will have a chance to receive $500 by making a half-court shot.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Oh, we have a 5-second violation.
5-second violation. Utah.
Joe Ingles sends it away to Leonard.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
And Gobert hauls in the rebound. Gets it in the right corner. Mitchell? Yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
Defense, do the math. You force them to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
Leonard. A good defense by the Jazz as they come away with it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
And stuffs it home.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Leonard. Too easy. Defense has to communicate.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Mitchell. Tough shot. He hits.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested three goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Turns and slams it down.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Conley into the front court. The lead stands at 9. To Joe Ingles. Nothing going here on that drive. Conley to Gobert. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Number 2. That's his first personal foul. Team
Kawhi Leonard is going to get a chance at 3 here. A career 84% free throw shooter. And hits the first free throw. And he hits the second. Takes advantage of the foul. 3 for 3 at the line. Five-second violation.
violation for the Jazz.
That's it for the first half. Jazz have the lead. Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. Leonard. Oh, he was wide open. It's not going to be pretty when they watch the video. Someone's getting chewed out. Jazz have the ball. Conley. Shot from the lane won't go.
They've been getting open looks, makeable shots that just can't find their way in, but it makes these next few offensive possessions down the stretch even more important.
And he drains it. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Bojan Bogdanovic against Paul George. That's out of bounds. Last touch by the Jazz. It's LA Clippers ball. George, count it. Three-pointer is good.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
Leonard. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Mitchell with it up top. His group now down 2. You've got to get that one to go. Leonard. Rudy Gobert pins it. That's his 3rd block this evening.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
To Gobert. From the painted area, won't go down. Paul George. Throws it down.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
To Conley. Mike Conley. 3 for 6 now.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Beverly. And a putback slam.
And I got a chance to hear a lot of the conversation at the bench. And one of the things they called out was owning the backboards. Looks like the message is really getting through.
Throws it down.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Leonard is good.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to your stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
Time to shuffle things up. Across the timeline, it's Conley. His guys down 3. Gets to the basket, but it's no good. To Paul George. Strong finish for Paul George.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. And the rebound comes down to Utah. Knocked loose. Clippers have got it. To Beverly. For 3. Hat-trick Beverly. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
Beverly to Leonard. Cruises inside for 2.
And remember, Ed, they trailed at the halftime. This is not the same team that we saw in the first half. Playing with a new zest for life, apparently.
Conley. Clippers have it. And the slam.
Used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are 2 different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Conley, he engulfed him that time.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Shot by Gobert, no good. And they call the foul. Felt the breeze there, Jay.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Quinn Snyder changing the lineup at this juncture. Leonard. Now that's a contest.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
That's the end of the third quarter. The Clippers have the lead. It's Utah basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ballgame.
Number 21, Patrick Beverly.
And the rebound comes down to the Clippers. George. And finishes strong.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
The assist from number 13,
Conley in the front court. The deficit now up to a dozen. Lets it fly from long range. And Mike Conley dancing with the defense. Hits the contested 3.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
To George. He was hacked. They let it go. To Leonard. And he finishes at the rim.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Beverly into the front court. It's an 11-point game. Slams it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
To Beverly. Leonard to Beverly. Bojan Bogdanović snatching it out of the air.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Oh, not a good pass there as it's stolen by Utah.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Won't go. Leonard to Paul George. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
A shot no good on the drive by Conley. To Leonard. Williams. Lou Williams. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion. The backspin, it gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
Conley.
That'll be a winning formula in overtime every time. Answer a 2 on one end with a 3 on the other. Ed, tell me if I'm wrong, but I think a 3 is more than a 2, correct?
That is great math, my friends. Free throws coming up.
I don't know, Ed. Maybe there's a long-term play here. But next game, we're going to be aggressive early. Maybe.
Patrick Beverly has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 76% from the line. Goes 2 for 2 at the line.
into the game for Los Angeles, number 22, Maurice Harkless.
Here's Leonard for 2. And the rebound taken by the big Frenchman, Gobert. Ah, can't miss those. To George. Beverly to Paul George. From long range. Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Paul George. To Joe Ingles. Missed a wide open look. Leonard to Beverly. Off the assist.
You know, it reminds me of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Oh, good defense by the Jazz as they come away with the steal.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Easy path to the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Number 27.
To Leonard. Stuffs it down with authority. Jazz will take a timeout. They're down big in this 4th quarter, and a chance here to empty their bench. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Conley. Not done yet. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer, it's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation